Click the first link in the description for the best Askreddit content. AITA for being pissed at my mom for making an important decision without me. Hello Reddit, I, male 16, am a student in the middle of the pandemic. My school system gave the parents of students two options, either go full remote or go on a hybrid learning model. I found about these choices from my friends when they asked me what I was doing. I want to take the least risks possible and go full remote, but when I asked about it with my mom, she said she signed my up for hybrid. I was annoyed and asked her why she didn't tell me about this. She said she didn't think I cared enough to make the decision. I told her that I cared a lot and wanted to go full remote in order to not risk getting the disease at all. My mom said my doctor friend said it's important to get into class and I know what's best for you. I got angrier and said you should have told me before you made any decisions. This is my student life and I should have a say in it. She said you're 16, you don't have any authority over what I choose, I'd never put you in harm's way. After a car ride full of back and forth she said, fine, I'll switch you to remote cause none of my decisions matter. Like when you chose to live with your father 50-50, I felt angry because she kept bringing it up, making me and my brother, M18, feel bad about it. Either way I'm hurt and a bit ticked. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Mom of a 15 years /0 here, NTA. When we were given the option, I discussed with my son which he preferred and went with his choice. She should have at the very least discussed it with you. NTA. I wish I could say no, but she is. Whenever I've confronted her about it, she says she's just being honest. NTA. You do get a say in your student life more than your mother should. I agree, thank you for your input. NTA. Depending on your jurisdiction, you may have a say in your educational program. It was gratuitous and irrelevant for her to raise the living arrangements. AITA for not wanting my wife to drive our daughter around after a near accident she didn't even flinch at. My wife and I have a daughter, I'm their bio dad and she's their stepmom. She and I got engaged and then I found out a past fling of mine had gotten pregnant, kept it from me, and passed away from substance abuse when our daughter was 1. It was a bunch of hard conversations. My wife wasn't sure she was ready for a kid, she was just finishing college. But we decided to stay together and make it work. Now, our daughter is 6 and my wife and I have been married for 4 years. I'd thought we were at a place where she was like a daughter to my wife as much as she is to me. But something happened that concerned me. We were going out for some errands, getting some things from the hardware store. She and our daughter in the sedan, and I was following in the pickup truck to haul some more stuff. On the highway, a truck merged into her lane. I was right behind and seeing everything. She didn't adjust her speed at all, didn't swerve or honk or anything, just kept driving in a straight line like nothing was happening. The truck swerved enough to scrape against the passenger side and tear off the mirror, the side my daughter was on. She still didn't do anything, but the truck driver, hearing the scrape, wildly swerved out of the way and braked. She didn't stop. There was construction on the road and no shoulder. We got to the hardware store and she seemed totally unshaken, saying just damn, guess I've got to replace that mirror again. It was cracked previously in street parking. I was getting frustrated because she almost had a very bad accident with our daughter in the car and she didn't seem to get the gravity. I was saying that I saw a huge truck collide with the side of the car where our daughter was sitting, and she was like she was sleeping and other dismissive stuff. Later, we talked again and I said it really freaked me out, and she was like, it seems like you're judging me like I'm a bad mom because I have a level head and don't start swerving and screaming and freaking out at the littlest thing. Anyway, you knew me when you married me, I don't have that mama bear instinct. I was so bothered she thought this was normal or okay that I snapped at her that she wasn't going to be driving our daughter anymore, and she was like, fine, I don't care, you do it if you don't trust me. AITA for being so upset by the near miss of a bad accident I saw. I've been hit while my children were in the car and my lack of swerving and breakdown had nothing to do with my love or concern for them, and it's a real dickhead move to make that conclusion. The only thing she did was get hit by someone else and not handle it in an emotional way. In fact, she handled it the safest possible way. Now you're accusing her of not caring because of it. Don't be surprised when your wife walks. Info: has your wife ever done anything where you thought she didn't care about your daughter before? People react differently to situations. It might hit her later on, the gravity of the situation. Your concern doesn't make you TA. Even you backseat driving doesn't make me want to judge you as TA. However, I'd thought we were at a place where she was like a daughter to my wife as much as she is to me. This is why AITA in book. You have an insecurity that clouds your judgment. You are wrongly assuming and falsely accusing your wife of not caring for her stepdaughter life. Everyone responds to stress/danger differently. Your wife stayed level-headed and calm, which is ideal, especially when your child was in the vehicle. Just because she doesn't respond the way you expected her to, it doesn't mean that your daughter is in danger. Your wife did not put your daughter in danger. The driver of the other vehicle did. The way you described it, your wife had the right of way. AITA for not talking to my stepsister after she snitched on me for smoking weed. My dad and stepmom have been married a little over 11 years at this point, and my stepsister is 17 and I'm 17. I like my stepmom and we get along okay. She can get pushy and tries to act like a mom too much, but I can understand why, and she's not annoying about it that much. Me and my stepsister are okay, I guess. Neither of us are our favorite people and she can be annoying. I bet I can too. I know it's illegal for me to smoke weed, but it's something I do sometimes with my friends about once a month, and I am in no way addicted. My stepsister knows about me smoking weed and has never said anything about it to our parents, which is cool, and I do slip her some weed sometimes to do with her friends. That changed about a month ago when she got caught smoking weed in the house when she thought her mom wouldn't be home for the day and she was grounded like 3 weeks. My stepsister and stepmom got into a pretty heated argument in the living room. I was also in the living room laying on the couch while they were standing up. After a while my stepmom brought up something about her getting in trouble for smoking weed, and my stepsister had the bright idea of saying something like, my name, smokes weed with his friends once a fucking month and has weed in his room right now, but you don't care about that? I had wide eyes the second she said that, and my stepmom demanded she checks my room. She found my little stash of weed, and needless to say she was pissed. She ended up ground me for 2 weeks, and my dad added on another 2 weeks cause why the fuck not. I have been utterly pissed at my stepsister now. I didn't blow up on her or anything, but basically asked her if she was fucking serious with what she did. She said she just said it in the heat of the moment and it slipped out and didn't leave to say it. I believe her, but holy shit, that was so dumb to say. I haven't been ignoring her completely, but I am very short with her and won't say anything more than the absolute necessity is with her. She comes into my room to just hang out. I don't say a word to her. She asks a question. Very short answers. She needs a ride. I can drive, but she can't yet. She can take the train or one of her friends can pick her up. She got super upset with me last night and said she's sorry and basically pleaded for me to stop with this behavior, and I just said okay and closed the door to my room. AITA. NTA. She kinda threw you under the bus. I wouldn't want to talk to her either, haha. She burnt that bridge. Forgive and forget. Eventually this isn't worth falling out forever over. But you deserve to be pissed, and it's totally within your rights to not be totally cool with her right now. Nada. Her getting caught is on her. Her snitching was to redirect blame from her onto you. This has proven she isn't loyal, so you would be a sucker to be loyal back or do anything more for her in the future. NTA, I can totally understand you. If my sister threw me under the bus, I would have pulled her with me. She knows stuff about me that my parents don't approve, and I know things about her that my parents don't approve. So even if we are angry at each other, like really angry, she will shut her mouth about. The same for me, obviously. That's what I don't get. I wasn't the one fighting with her or anything. She brought me up for the dumbest reason I've ever heard.